Okay, y'all, so this is what we're working with here. This is the canvas. This is my face. The canvas, yeah, you get it, you see it. I just did my lashes. I think they look, actually they look pretty cute. I like them. So if you want to see me doing my lashes, these are individuals. Please check out the video right here. I believe that the video should be posted by the time I post this, so go ahead and check that out. So this makeup look is not gonna be anything serious, nothing major, just a nice cute natural glam type look going on. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by taking my Lorac Light Source 3-in-1 illuminating primer, and I'm gonna just put that around my eyes because I want to just kind of prime and prep and moisturize my face and eyelids before I add my concealer and eyeshadow. I'm gonna take my Revlon Color Stay Foundation in 400 Caramel. I'm just gonna squirt it on here. Like so. I'm just gonna use this little cheap e.l.f. brush I got. I need a plain, but whatever. I'm just gonna apply this to my face. Or, you know, dab it in. I'm really starting off by just dabbing my foundation in. Just all over instead of brushing it in. I'm just gonna dab it kind of on my eyelids, and then we're just gonna hit the forehead and just dab that in here. And once I kind of have it spreaded, or once I have my foundation spread fairly evenly from dabbing, I'm just gonna start brushing it now. So I'm gonna go back to where we started and just brush it in little circular motions. Make sure you get underneath your chin. And you really want to blend that foundation out because you don't want any streaks or lines. Especially being that I'm using a brush, I definitely don't want any streaks or lines. Just want to make sure that's spread evenly. And this is a drugstore foundation. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's an old foundation, but y'all, it's so good. This is like my go-to foundation. I don't use hardly anything else but this. It's like a perfect match for my skin tone. It's just enough, like, because I have a slight bit more of a yellow undertone. You know, more like a golden undertone. And this is like so perfect for my skin tone because it's like a nice brown caramel, but it still has like a little bit of a yellow undertone, more so than like orange or red. Because I find like with other foundations like this, it'll match my skin tone, but then it has more like an orangish, reddish undertone underneath, and I don't like that look. Like, I don't like that finish after my makeup with that orangish tone. Just, I don't like it. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't quite match me. But this is like a perfect match, so I really like this foundation a lot. Now I'm gonna take my concealer. I'm using the Fenty Beauty concealers, and I like this concealer a lot. I bought it. It's not really expensive. I think it's like, what, $18 at Sephora? 20 at the most. So I'm just gonna take this, and it has the little applicator tip, and it's a liquid concealer, obviously. So I'm just gonna go underneath my eye with this, like so. And then I'm gonna hit my eyelid too, because we're gonna touch up on that. Let's do the second eye. Uh-oh. Let me just look down at my mirror because I'm about to mess up looking at the camera. Hit the eyelid. To blend out my concealer, I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics 128 brush. Boom, boom, boom. And like with my brushes, because I use this brush all the time, it's kind of been sitting. I like to warm it up on the back of my hand for some reason. Because I don't know, I feel like my bristles get stiff. Like I have concealer stuck all in here and I feel like they get stiff when they just sit. So I like to kind of warm it up on the back of my hand like this. You know, just helps it fluff out the brush to me and just warm it up for the concealer. So I'm just gonna dab my concealer in, just kind of blend it and dab it. Uh-oh. Dab it like so. Just dab it in, make sure I get underneath the eye. And one thing I need to start doing, I think, it just occurred to me as I've been doing this. But since this concealer is like a liquid concealer, and it does start to dry up after you apply it. And see, my under eyes, I have, you know, a lot of creases under my eyes. I need to start just doing it one at a time. Do one eye, blend it, add my powder, then do the next, so that way I can catch my creasing soon enough. But see, this is a good color though. Y'all see this? It's a real good color. So I'm going to use my Maybelline New York Lasting Fix Banana Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm gonna take my little beauty blender or a beauty sponge, whatever you guys like to call it. And I'm just gonna use this tip right here. So I'm just gonna dab my sponge in there, real nice, real good. Get a nice little coating. And then apply it like so underneath my eye. And I'm only gonna do it to the bottom. To set the top foundation, I'm just gonna use my regular foundation powder to set my eyelids. But right underneath my eyes, I'm gonna use the translucent powder. Cause the translucent powder in pictures, and I plan on taking pictures, you know, it has that flashback. It shows up with the, you know, it has the flashback, so you look a little lighter underneath the eyes. And I don't want it to look lighter underneath the eyes and on my eyelid. You're looking a little crazy, so I just wanted to highlight just my under eye part. So I'm gonna let that sit. You know, just let that sit and bake, or whatever as they say. The foundation that I'm gonna use for my eyelid, I'm just gonna take the L'Oreal True Match powder and just put that on my eyelid. And I have like this tiny little brush right here, and I'm just gonna brush it just to make sure my eyelid doesn't crease, because my eyelids are good for creasing, and I want to make sure that my concealer doesn't move and it stays in place and sit throughout the day. I'm just gonna do it like so. Now it's time to blend the other eye. And I'm just gonna add just a little bit more concealer just in case it kind of dried up a little much. I'm just gonna blend this eye like we do with the other. Do the exact same thing. Really good powder, by the way. If you're looking for like a affordable translucent powder, this banana powder by Maybelline is pretty good, no lie. Like, it sets your makeup good. The flashback isn't like super bad at all. And I mean, it can be, depends on how heavy you're going with it, but I haven't had any real bad flashback with it. So it's good for pictures. I'll say that, it's good for pictures. And it blends nicely and sets nicely, so hey, I give it like a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it 8. Okay, so let that sit. So now I am going to add a little crease color to my eyelid. I'm just gonna take like a darker type brown. It's like a dark reddish medium brown. It's like medium reddish brown. It has like a little bit of a burgundy hint to it. I'm gonna take this and just add this to my crease because I want a little definition to my eye. You know, make my crease pop a little bit. You know, if you got, baby, let me tell you something. If you got the brow bones, show the brow bones, honey. It matters. Okay, you want your brow bones to pop. You want to show all that facial structure. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna take my brush, and this is my Morphe M321. And I'm just taking like a little bit at a time. But I'm gonna build up. I don't wanna go too heavy too soon. And I'm placing it right above my eyelid in that crease and kind of on my brow bone a little bit too. I'm just gonna take it on over like so. Can y'all see the color? See the definition? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I actually may have brought it up a little higher than I wanted to, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll be alright once I add my highlight color. Well, it's okay, because I wasn't necessarily going for a cut crease look anyway, so this is fine. And can y'all tell the difference? I'm going to kind of point this out, I guess. As I'm adding my eyeshadow, I like to bring it in a little towards like my nose, kind of like as if I wanted to contour my nose all the way down, but I'm not going to. But I want to just bring it a little towards my nose to kind of define this, area, like from my eye to the bridge of my nose. All right. So now that that's done, I'm going to take a fluffier type brush. Let's see if I have one, because all my brushes are like dirty right now. I need to clean my brushes, y'all. I'm so bad. Like, I'm terrible. So I'm gonna take this brush. This is fluffy and it's fairly clean. I haven't used this one often. And I'm just gonna blend out that color. Just blend it out. I want it to look a little softer. No harsh lines. I want it to blend. I want you to see it but not see it. You know, it's just kind of, it wants to be a natural look. You need to see it but not see it. So that's that. You can see how it's like a lot less harsh now. And you can still kind of see it, but you don't see it. Like when I do this, you see it, but you don't see it. That's the look you're going for. Okay, so now we're just gonna take a highlight color, and you know, nothing major. Just any light cream color that you have. Go for the creams, not whites. And we're gonna put it underneath our brow. I'm gonna take my highlight color. I'm just gonna use it on this little cheap e.l.f. brush I got. And just put it right underneath the brow, nothing major. The highlight color I normally like to use is like this CoverGirl drugstore color. But I hit pan on it, and I need to see if I can't find it. They probably don't even sell it no more. I like it because it's like a very nice off-white cream color, and it has like some shimmer in it. I love that shimmer right underneath my brow bone, y'all. That shimmer right up in here, oh baby, that shimmer is everything, okay? Like just having like all matte shadows and a little bit of shimmer right here just to glisten in the sun, or just having a shimmer right there underneath the brow anyway, just right in that arch. Oh, y'all, I'm telling you, you need to find you a nice cream shimmer shadow and put there. Now, I'm not doing it today, but yeah, it makes a difference. Now let's go ahead and wipe off our powder. So I'm going to use this little brush. This is like my BH Cosmetics 125 brush to wipe this powder off. And I usually use this brush to kind of like, you know, apply foundation to my face, which I haven't done yet. I got to set my face with powder too. But I'm going to use this brush to wipe the powder off. So a little powder foundation can rub off underneath my eyes too, just to cool it down a little bit. You know, whatever little leftover powder foundation I have, just gonna let that rub off on here as well. I can blend this out. It's like a harsh line right here. I don't like that. Okay, see? Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna take my powder brush with this same L'Oreal powder and just set the rest of my face. So I want to add a little more definition. So I'm going to take my eyeliner pencil, and it's just in black. And it's just a Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel pencil liner. Put it in here and just add that in here, the crease. And then do the same to this eye. And I'm going to do my bottom lash line. My bottom water line. So now I'm just gonna mascara and just apply some to my bottom lashes. So now we're gonna finish up the face by doing some contour. Nothing major, but you know, it makes a difference. And you know, we want those cheekbones to pop, honey, you see? I'm just gonna add just a light contour. I really don't need a contour. I really could just do blush. Blush does a good job of contouring my face. You know, I have pretty decent cheekbones, but you know, I wanna go for a stronger look, so I'm going to contour. All right, so to contour, I'm going to use this Lorac Concealer Pro palette, and I'm going to use the dark shade here. Smaller line here, just right below that cheekbone. See how it's already popping? Baby. Right underneath that cheekbone, just right there. So I'm gonna take this end of my brush and just blend this out. Again, I'm gonna start by dabbing it, then I'm just gonna kind of brush it. Don't really know. We don't want any harsh lines, so any obvious lines for sure. Okay, so this will do. This is pretty good. So now I'm gonna take this Lancome blush. It's super old. I didn't hit pan on this, barely anything in here, but I'm finna scrape this out because this blush is like super cute. Baby, I don't care if I hit pan or not. I need to replenish this, so I need to go and find it, but in the meantime, I'm finna use the last little bit in here, so whatever. Just gonna add that to my cheeks until I feel I've reached the desired color. It's sad when I gotta do all this just to get some blush out, but you know what? I'm gonna go to Sephora soon and replenish this. It be like that sometimes, y'all. It just be like that. What you want me to do? So let's go ahead and do the lips and then we'll be done. So as you can see, I added my earrings and I took my hair down. So you know we finna finish this look up.